Ave, fellow Tarnished. Welcome to the channel. I'm your guide Nuncius, and in today's video, we're starting at the Aegil Lake north side of Grace, and we will be covering the best way to get an unlimited number of the best rune farming consumable in the game, the Gold-Pickled Fowl foot. This consumable item boosts all rune acquisition by 30%, and this buff stacks with the 20% buff given by the Golden Scarab Talisman we covered in our last video. The first thing we are going to need is the Missionary's Cookbook 2, which can be found here at Murkwater Cave. The enemies here are fairly slow and weak, and they do not follow you very far, so I recommend riding past them. Make sure you're ready for a fight, however, as you will be invaded upon approach to the cave by Bloody Finger Neregus. Neregus attacks with the Reduvia, a fairly quick dagger that causes blood loss buildup, and has a short-ranged option in the form of Reduvia Bloodblade. However, he does not have very much health or poise, and if you struggle with invaders, it's quite easy to kite and or block him until Bloody Finger Hunter Yura appears to assist you. Be sure to grab the side of Grace in the mouth of the cave, and keep those torches or lanterns ready, as there are 2 tripwire bell alarms on the floor just into the cave proper which will alert enemies within to your presence. After dispatching the 2 weaker enemies, there are 2 paths. We want to take the one to the right, which leads to the boss room. As you'll notice, the boss of the area doesn't spawn immediately. First, you have to open and loot the chest in the back of the room, after which an old friend will drop in to pay us a visit from that ledge. If you're familiar with previous Souls games, you'll recognize him immediately. It's none other than Patches himself. Now, it's important to note that while it's easy to defeat him, this is not our goal. Once his health bar drops to about half, he will beg us for mercy. For our goal, we must grant it to him, and when prompted, we choose the option Forgive and Forget.
Wait, please! I surrender! White flag and all. Well, finally come round, have you? I knew you would. You're a lady of reason, through and through. Well, what do you know? Now, how did I took you for a demi-human or something, an innocent mistake, I assure you. Well, water under the bridge. Now we're true lady of reason. I'm Patches, tarnished like you. Only for now. Those retired in exchange for my, well, but honestly, frankly, I'm ready. So don't be a stranger. I'll be ready to wheel and deal.
Now, we must reload the area. The easiest way to do this is to take the exit provided after the fight, like so. Keep in mind, whether you rest at the Grace or not, both the traps and enemies will reset as we make our way back to the room where we just fought Patches. Now in his iconic crouch, Patches has become a pseudo-merchant, and he sells us a selection of goods, including both the Missionary's Cookbook 2 we came for, as well as 3 gold-pickled fowl's feet.
Well, nice of you all a bit ad hoc, and welcome where you won't need a re...
You'll notice a second chest in the room. Ignore this for now, as it is actually a teleporter trap that will take you to a location crawling with giant bears. If you've made it this far, let me say thank you for watching. This video is a bit longer than my previous two, but hopefully just as helpful. For the second part of this video, we're going to be covering where to get the 3 ingredients you need to make the gold-pickled fowl's foot. For each one you craft, you'll need 1 gold firefly, 1 four-toed fowl foot, and 3 roa fruit. Luckily for us, all of these ingredients are easy to come by at the bottom of the Weeping Peninsula. Be sure to bring any bow you can wield and a healthy supply of arrows, as those and the ability to ride Torrent are all we need. After making our way westward through the Weeping Peninsula, we will be starting at the isolated merchant's shack side of Grace. Our second destination is the beach to the north, which has a large number of birds that have a chance to drop the four-toed fowl foot. This is why we need our trusty bow and arrows. Now, onwards to the gold fireflies. Be aware that the lake they rest on is also home to a good number of land octopi, including 1 giant variant. As long as we are quick and don't let the big one catch us, they pose little danger. Now, let's head to the beach to snipe some birds, and grab a few more roa fruits along the way. To the left, you'll notice the beach is covered in hollows. Their aggro range is very small, and they are both slow and out of the way, so they can be ignored. Here's where our horseback archery comes into play. Don't get too close, or you'll frighten the birds away. The higher our item discovery, the better the chances of them dropping the four-toed fowl feet we are after. This is often the most time-consuming part. From here, we can safely craft the gold-pickled fowl's feet, or repeat the methods outlined to get more ingredients until we have as many as we need. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you found this guide to be helpful. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, I've been Nuntius. Together, against the darkness.